God, I didn't even notice. Well, now I know what everything is about. Those, the hand holding the divine laws of the universe. That's what the whole thing is about. Look, the hand always wrap around that cylindrical thing. Always. These are fingers bent like that. And it's incredible the geometry, because every which way you look at the image, it always does that. It shows vertical, horizontal, diagonal. I mean, it's just only an entity, a God, can do something like that. Create something with a social geometry that no matter which way you look at it, it always represents the same thing, and not only that, but it makes other figures with the same geometry. That's only a super genius can do that, create something like that. I mean, there is no painter or sculptor on earth that could do something like this. It's incredible. Everything has to do with that, with a hand wrapped around this cylindrical thing. Look, these are fingers right there, with the fingernail and everything. But what troubles me is that at the end of the fingers, there is a claw added to it, or a talon. Which way, whatever you want, it's the same thing. It's a claw or a talon. Why is that? It had to do with reptiles. So it's either the reptiles took over this deal, or they're part of the creation. This picture was taken by myself in 2007, in December 17, 2007. I'll never forget that date. This is the object that I initially saw, that my friend saw. He's a lawyer. He called me and said, look, there is an object changing colors, and he's doing something weird. He's skipping from cloud to cloud. It's like he's trying to hide his presence behind clouds. I said, well, what are you smoking? He said, no, man, I'm telling you, I'm looking at it, I'm outside my house. I can't smoke cigarette in the house because my daughter had a baby. And you know, you can't smoke around. So, well, are you for real? I'm serious. Okay, so he said, I asked him what direction. So I went outside, I couldn't see anything because of the trees that surround my house are real tall, the pine trees. You can see nothing except the patch of sky right above your house. So I grabbed a camera that somebody left in my house. It was a Sony Cyber Shot. It has no much zoom. I didn't know how to use the camera too well, so but that's all I had at the moment. So I took off I got on my car and took off and went out to the road. There is an open area. Then I look up, and sure enough, I saw the object myself where he said it would be. By this time, the object was gaining altitude, but I saw what he was doing, was skipping from cloud to cloud. So I started taking pictures. I got out of the car and started put my hands on my elbows on top of the roof of the car to get stability and started taking pictures. But they wouldn't come out because I had it set off for daytime. So I immediately changed the settings to nighttime, and I used full zoom to get closer. He only had like 3 times, something like that. 3 or 5 times, I'm not sure, very little zoom. So anyway, I set it for night shot and took 6 pictures. 4 or 6 pictures, I'm not sure, but only one came out, this one. When I put the video card in the computer and checked, only that picture came up. The others were blank. There was nothing. Well, not nothing. It was just they were dark. Didn't capture nothing. I said, that one picture, this one. And that object, it was red and blue. It had 2 colors. And it has a thing right here. I couldn't understand the picture at all. I thought I made a mistake or it wasn't. Well, now I see that what that is a freaking hand. Those are the fingers. It's hands, and that's the cylinder thing, exactly as I see it on the moon, on space, on Earth, on the sky, on every galaxy, every planet, every moon, and every asteroid coming everywhere. It's the same thing. It's like I can't believe it. It's all based on that. And from that, all kind of geometrical patterns are derived. So essentially, this thing is like this. This is a hand, the fingers bent, and this is the cylinder. They're holding that thing. But then when I zoom out, I mean, the picture, I took a picture and like I say, it was only very little zoom. So I took a big piece of the sky. And what you see in the picture is all these images are the same thing, and it's much more than what I thought it was gonna be there. Once I refine the image, oh boy. See how the image becomes. See, look, that's exactly what I saw. But I didn't realize that this thing is just that. Oh boy. All these objects were there. It wasn't just one, it was many, 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 many. I couldn't believe it when I finally got a hold on a good program from the Sony camera. I was able to refine the image and get the overexposed part off of it. Oh my goodness, that's what this is. This is the image. It's all the same thing. And it's a gigantic hand holding that thing, the cylinder of the divine laws of the universe. I say that because that's the only reference I could find from the Sumerian tablets. But you can see faces. There are faces right there. Look, right there is this triangular, big triangular structure, but it's really the fingers of that big hand. But it's incredible how they can create that, so many figures from that. It's mind-blowing. It's just mind-blowing. Most of them are translucent. It's difficult to show to somebody something translucent. All those lights, bright points you see there, they're sitting on top of a tube. They are on tubes. Look. See? They're sitting on top of tubes. Those are not stars. No. People think that you see stars at night. Those are not stars. Those are fake stuff that you can only see on Earth's atmosphere, which is a structure. Let me show you what that face right there is like. Comes the bullshit with the mouse. It's such a look. Golly, what a shitty mouse. Why I'm getting this deal that the mouse freezes and skips. That's a fake.